I'm ibxtoycat, and today I'm going to be doing a 1.20 themed speedrun, which is getting all of the trims. This is a really fun challenge that takes you all across the game, but I'm going to be doing this with the fun twist of trying to do it in 90 minutes or less. Can we do it? Let's find out. Right now today, it is a real challenge. There's lots of things I learn every time I try this, and that is the beauty of speedrunning. Every time you start, you go in with this fresh mindset of how things can go, and every time you go and do things, things go, I forgot to type in the seed, which is an important part of a speedrun. By the way, we're only at 25 worlds. We had over 1,000 recently, but I've reset my PC, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. So here is the seed if you're curious. We'll type that in. Make sure we type it in both places. It's linked down below if you want to learn all the fun things about it. I really recommend that video. But for now, let's jump right into the seed and probably restart everything's good. And yeah, I used the opportunity yesterday, kind of my failure yesterday, to do some fun things with the stream that you might appreciate as you go along. So maybe you'll notice them, maybe you're not. Anyway, so also we're gonna make ourselves, I made myself a tiny bit bigger than I think I want to. So we'll just go a little bit smaller. Does that sound good? Anyway, hello, I'm ibxtoycat. Let's do this. This is my favorite challenge to do a little bit of speed running, and yeah, the tiny micro adjustment of getting some sticks while I'm here is one of those ones I'm sure that I'll really appreciate, just like how having a bed is something I really appreciate when I'm going out and getting some hay bales. An extra hay bale never goes astray, or never goes a hay maybe, and now we run straight to the wood. Every time I run to the wood, I make a slight error on the kind of path there, so I want to make sure I get it just right today. Again, climb out of this at a point where we don't get hit on something while we're running. That should be totally doable. And here we are now, break our wood. We want to break 2 wood from this tree, and then we're going to deliberately break 2 wood from the next. That is going to allow me to take advantage of speed, but also, well, I clearly wasted the 0.3 seconds I would have saved. But yeah, I'm really going to work on micro adjustments today, while also making sure I get the big strides of things done correctly. I think every time you get out of something for a while, you lose some of the basics, but having a nice practice run or two really helps calm the nerves and makes you realize, like, okay, there's only so many things that can go wrong, or indeed that can go right. We just need to make sure as few of those things happen as possible, and as many, depending on which one we're talking about. And so that is precisely what I shall try to do. 4 pieces of wood is all we need. We could probably cut it down to fewer if we deliberately got as many dead bushes from the desert as we could. But I don't think it's that much of an important difference. I'm sure like 1 piece of wood saved versus a couple of dead bushes. It's not the biggest of adjustments, but it's one worth looking into, especially as we start to get to the point where now every minute matters. I mean, every minute already mattered, as I think that's always true. You know, every minute matters in your life. You know, if anyone tries to tell you it doesn't, then that person's trying to keep you down, man. But yeah, it has to be said that every second will start to be really crucial as we close in on that 90 minutes. And we really it's about down to pretty decent RNG, which I'm hoping we can choose to get. So now we're going to make ourselves a crafting table, a little slower than I'd like. I had a little bit of a paralysis moment while looking at it. But yeah, let's dig straight down from here, get myself some of the good stuff. I sometimes like to use just a hay bale to like finish the full here, which is like not a terrible idea, because we are going to need to get the stuff anyway. By the way, first trim, do you like that noise too? Wow, look at that. It's maybe a bit too loud, but you know, ignoring that, look. See, fancy effects, and then Enchanted Golden Apple going to also be incredibly crucial. So next up here, we're going to move over here. We're going to pick up a few more pieces of gunpowder. We're going to mine specifically down here, because down here is specifically where oh, thank you, Dead Billy 5K. Appreciate you joining the member club a lot. And then we just stack ourselves up from here, and everything is wonderful. Kill the parrot and get some copper. Yeah, the copper's the really weird part of this run to me, but it's one that's not necessarily too crucial. So now we can make ourselves a diamond sword, which is always wonderful, and then we run out of here using it. Is this the best way out? Honestly, I feel like it has to be, but I'm not perfectly sure. And yeah, you should be able to craft planks of sticks. The weird bit about bamboo is that's basically become true, just with an extra step removed in there. And honestly, it's one of those things where it's hard to come up with a real reason to disagree besides, well, it's not how it is right now, and I like how it is right now. Oh no, don't kill me. Okay, but that kind of is where my mind is at. Like, you know, if I'm being entirely honest about my own hypocrisy, it is a bit like, yeah, the making sticks into planks feels a bit wrong. But I think after a certain time, there's this problem where you kind of get used to things being a certain way, and you almost want other people to go through it the bad way, just because you've gone through it the bad way. And I think that's not necessarily the most healthy mindset to have in the world. So, yeah, by the way, I had my chat not scrolling, but it's all good. Only take one trim, you know, micro time savings. You know, but this second trim is so nice. It's going to allow me to do so many... Yeah, you're right. That is one of those micro time savings that we're talking about here, and I'm glad you pointed it out. So now we're going to get ourselves this, as well as some lovely blast protection leggings. Make ourselves a crafting table. Make sure we actually can put it down. Grab ourselves an iron pickaxe. That genuinely might help out with what's happening down here. I'm not too sure. But the more important bit is having some food. We are going to need some proper healing, so having some proper bread will be kind of nice for that. And yeah, this is always a bit of a nightmare. Honestly, if things go poorly enough, we even have to like back out of it, do it all slowly. Also, there's a crafting table there. We could probably use that if we... Oh, we don't have our blocks ready. Oh, we don't have any blocks ready. Okay, we're going to have to be really careful about this then. Okay, so we got ourselves 2 blocks plus 2 blocks. We climb up real fast before he can do anything, and we block him. And then we got to get our diamond sword out, and we're ready to go. I don't want to kill you. I don't want to kill any of you, honestly. I don't want to even fight. Oh, okay. Please stop jumping down. Not expected. No. Okay. That was unexpectedly fine. I was sure I was about to die, but that's totally fine. That's my second trim, by the way. Ooh, do you like the noise? It sure is good, huh? At the very least, it's silly. Okay, so with that said, put all of that in there. I don't have a bucket with which to save myself, so we have to instead use a hay bale. The hay bale does rely on us not being hit by one of these guys on the way down, which is a big thing to rely on, but it's fine. Ooh. So, milk. Yeah, milk is something we don't do most of the runs. That just prevents the pillager raid from starting, which I've been thinking the whole time, like, maybe I should do that. But ultimately, should I? Like, does a pillager raid starting there actually bother me? And the answer I'm getting to is, like, probably not, right? Anyway, we want the gold, we want the trim. A little micro adjustment there. By the way, what's that? Did I hit it twice? I hope not. I don't know if I can see. I can't see chat. Does it say 3 trims or 4? I'm worried I hit it twice. Anyway, so that's 3 trims down in a lovely 6 minutes. And now we're just going to get ourselves... Okay, 3. Wonderful. Thank you, Cat. Appreciate the update. Does it make a difference? Yeah, that's the question I'm kind of running into. Like, does it make a difference? I feel like no. Could be wrong, obviously. So I'm just going to get myself some melons. Actually, I think even, like, having some melons might be a dumb use of time. Yeah, you know, thank you, chat, for letting me know. I'm glad it's good. You know, sometimes, do you ever worry you've hit something twice? Is that just me? Is that my very particular speedrunning fear? You know, like when you leave the house in a hurry and you have to start thinking like, oh no, did I leave the oven on? And it's like, well, you don't get in a habit of turning on the oven before you leave the house. But it's one of those, like, the consequences are so high that even though the chances are real low, you start thinking about it a ton. Hold on. So having a bad omen in a Willow Mansion should start a super raid. Yeah, they should summon in all their homies and be like, oh, we got a house party going on here, do we? Yeah, I've always felt like Minecraft is going for this, like, fun illagers mechanic, but it doesn't, like, ever tie in together. Like, there's pillagers, there's vindicators, and there's evokers, but they're all very separate dudes. And then there's, like, the piglins, so it's like, okay. But also we don't use those guys exclusively. I get the idea, I guess, but I'm still not going to say that I love it. Anyway, so, speaking of not saying I love things, let's get out of here real quickly. I think we went a little bit too low there, but it's fine. Got a whole dark oak log now, which is great. And we also have a whole new trim, which is also wonderful. Wow, we're doing 2 minutes of trim right now, which is really good stuff. There's probably gunpowder in there I could have taken, but it's definitely not my big concern right now. My big concern right now is getting out here in one or maybe fewer pieces. By the way, thank you very much for the tip. I am going to have to read that soon. Oh, there's golden carrots. That's my food source. Thank you very much for the tip. This is literally, oh god, literally lost my money, but it's okay because I get a new job soon. Thank you, Garden Smile. I appreciate. You know, do you work at a garden center? Because you have the right smile for it, if I have to say so myself. No, thank you very much for the tips and indeed becoming a member. I hope that your new job is prosperous. I think that's always what we should hope for. But you know, I hope especially because I am a beneficiary of it. But also, you know, actually that's like the big reason. But I do think Okay, we've got fire protection versus blast protection. That is a slightly better trim, and then we're going to throw those on the ground, throw that on the ground, throw that on the ground if we're being totally realistic with ourselves, and then get this out there. Oh, this out there, and this on there. So we can eat some of these, just enough to heal, because we're going to need it quite badly, I think. We also have a bit of an inventory management crisis going on today, but it's fine. Things are happening quickly otherwise. So yeah, I can only, because of my, I didn't set it up correctly today. I was in a bit of a hurry. And so, this is set seed, right? It's called SSG, set seed glitchless. So you can set the seed, but you cannot use glitches. To me, I think that's the best way to do speedruns like this. Because on the one hand, it is like a little bit, you know, you have an advantage on the knowledge of the seed. Which means you can't cheat and use that knowledge in that way. It means you can't cheat in the way of using glitches. But it also means that it's all about making improvements to how you play Minecraft each time. Like, you learn a lot of stuff during set seed. I know, you learn a lot during random seed of dealing with the RNG of the game. But you learn about, like, actually improving your movements and stuff in this a lot better, I think. So it's kind of hard to measure the two things against each other. Okay, we're 10 minutes in. Nighttime is coming. And we're headed for our 5th trim, which is pretty good. I always go way under what I need in terms of food. So we're going to break a bunch of hay bales while we're over there. And we're gonna think it's great. I'm trying to work at a guitar center. It's funny because there are some jobs that I feel like are just seen as dream jobs. Like the people who work at GameStop was always seen as like a dream job, right? Like working with games. And so it's funny how many people have that like that inclination of just, okay, I'll work in the vague field of something I want to do. I think, oh yeah, again, it doesn't really matter if a raid spawns here. It doesn't bother me, it just kills a bunch of villagers. But the villagers are already running away anyway, so is it even a problem? I reckon not. Speaking of not being a problem, we're going to get just a few too many hay bales compared to what I feel like I should. And then we're going to dig down on the wrong side of the cactus today. Every other time I've been digging down on the right side, and I think it's been going poorly for me. So let's drink straight from the cactus. By the way, cactuses have wonderful juice inside. Bad omen, beware. Oh, should I watch out? Because there's a... Wait, I haven't made a bucket with water. That's fine, right? Can I do fine about a bucket of water? Is there water down there? There's not water down there, right? Without a water bucket, we are screwed. If I'm not mistaken. So we're going to have to place a bunch of this. Am I mistaken? I hope I'm mistaken, but I don't feel like I am. I should definitely be using sands, not this. Although now I'm complicating things a lot because I'm using lots of different resources. Should have made a bucket. Fountains. Yeah, I've done this mistake before. We will not be doing it again. Okay, now we'll use a bunch of the gold axe up, apparently. Just gotta get up to the surface. Gotta craft myself. Okay, I get it. You like to honk. That's fun. You're a goose. Okay, so I don't have my sword out, which is why we're just gonna ignore this. Grab a bucket as fast as we can. Okay, got the bucket crafted. Gonna just ignore everything else here. That's a trident with a drowned. I mean, drowned with a trident. And so now we just break our way down as fast as we can before the baby zombie gets in here. If he gets in here, my life is over. Why? Why would you? Why would you? Why? What purpose do you have in here? Also, wow, we broke the TNT so quickly. I took full damage on the way down. That's beautiful. Break all of the sand and then all of the sandstone. And then pretend none of that happened. We lost a good minute to that. But again, we got 90 minutes. So hopefully we can make up that time elsewhere. That's our 5th trim, by the way. We can now put some extra garbage just away. We definitely don't need that for now. We don't need the sand and this and just... There's a lot of garbage in here. Then we're going to break down here. And just run right through this thing. I've been a little cautious of taking damage, but I don't think I ever really need to be. And then in here, there are some boots and some breads, which is nice. And then over here, we have to make this 2 blocks down, which is surprisingly easy. Grab this, mine that, and then put all of these away. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not 4. 4. Where's my trim? Oh no! I killed him. I killed him slowly, not quickly. That is a problem, but it's all okay because I think they must be bugged or something right now. He didn't seem to care, which is great. Okay, so we put that over there. We put, should we even mine the blocks or do we need to? I guess we're going to. You know, why do I do this every time? Is there a natural need, or should I just place it on the ground above it? I think that might be smarter, because then it'd be easier to place the blocks too. But that's fine. Not everything needs to be perfect. Just most things. Speaking of things being perfect, how's your day going, internet? I feel like I'm speedrunning, so it's harder for me to, you know, really read as much chat. But I still want to ask, and I'm still going to use the few minutes I have while the Nev portal does its thing to actively read and wonder how your day is going. My day is going pretty well. I had I don't know, like a slow weekend day. I never like when it happens that way. Like, I had to book some flights, and that something weird about, like, you know, I used to travel a lot, and it used to be like a lot of flights that had to be booked, and so it's easy enough to just do, but it takes like a lot of time. Also, what have I done wrong here? I genuinely do not, I can't tell you what's gone wrong here. We'll place that there. Yeah, from that side, it seems to go much faster. Is there a reason or a rhyme? I don't know that I can say. We feeling good? Ogle boggle. It's the day, I guess, says Koopski Cat. Congratulations on having a day. You have 9,900 more of these, and then you've lived half a life. So, you know, that's pretty cool, I guess. I haven't made bread like I probably wish I had. And I've got one random piece of oak planks that I guess I'm gonna have to use somewhere. But yeah, things are going pretty chill for me otherwise. I've learned a slightly faster fortress strategy from yesterday, which might make a big difference today. And I'm not gonna die in a horrible, painful way. And so that's nice too. Okay, break that. All of these are gonna be important. Every one of these hay bales is going to come in crucially. Now we go up the hill. Up. Over there we go. And sprint. Single block, got it done. And then we need something else in this slot here. I don't know what it is though, so we'll just throw that there instead. And we run kind of diagonally across. I feel like I never go this way. Yeah, actually I do. I remember. It's kind of weird that, like, I only have vague directions stored, but there's only so many ways I can run those directions. So eventually I end up having run all of the ways possible. And I end up in places like this, time and time again. Which is just, it's kind of comforting and familiar. So my son's been starving for over a week, so the first time since my husband died, so that's how I'm doing. You know, I always hear about things like that. You know, this is how you can tell I'm not ready to be a parent. And I'm like, you know, I know you have to say, I know that publicly we have to say this is sad, but like, isn't that actually incredible? Like, wow, you get to be a whole individual person again. You get to, you know, like, whenever it's like, oh no, the child be gone, and so now I have to, like, you know, do things, and it's like, you know, it's hard to adjust, I think, to anything, any change, right? Oh no, he didn't even get, okay, so at least they're attacking each other. I think it's hard to adjust to any change, that probably goes without saying. But, also 1 gold. We need to get every single gold. It is incredibly crucial in a very strange way. But yeah, I feel like everyone must hate their children a little bit. Now, if you don't hate your children a little bit, then you don't have an objective view of those children. Because trust me when I say, with no sense of irony, that if you're watching this internet, your children, they suck. They're loud. They don't know how to have real conversations yet. You know, don't even get me started on the way they smell. Don't even get me started. So also, it's hard to remember when everything looks the same, says James Weston. Is that the problem with growing old, or? Okay, so let's craft ourselves some bread, just while we're here anyway, right? So we'll make a whole stack. Yep, that's good. 21 separate breads. That should tide me over. Why is this just not respawning, huh? I wonder what's going wrong here. So in the meantime, we're going to walk off. There is a second spawner down the hall, if I'm not mistaken, but as soon as you walk away from these things, another one seems to come in. That is my first blaze rod off the entire fortress, so bad RNG, but it's not disastrous. It's not. The worst RNG is usually the Bastion. That's if we're going to do a reset point for, like, just retry over and over again until good RNG. I think that would be it. And yeah, otherwise we mine up over here. And if we mine up here, we'll end up where the trim is. I don't know if this is even faster. It does take a lot of work to actually do. But here we are. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, so it's still quite some way, actually. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, so that's going to cause me some problems. Hopefully not right now, though. Okay, actually, that's definitely right now, huh? That's a right now me problem. Oh, this is not a future me problem. Who would have known that future me and current me have a lot in common in terms of our needs and things we like to avoid. Okay, so a block over there. Eat one of these, because we're about to run into some craziness. And now let's kill some blazes. Please give me a second rod. Give me a third. I need it. You know I need it. You know I do. Oh, so many hits. Oh, by the way, look at that. That is my next trim. Wait, did I even grab it? I don't think I did. Still, it counts, though. Oh, we got a wither skeleton skull. That is an incredible thing we can do nothing with. Do you have a good apple for the bastion? You know, I need to get... This is one of those ways I can learn. Learning to do that without the enchanted apple would be a big growing step for me as a person. Man, how many blazes do you have to kill to get a blaze rod around here? Okay, so... Place one of those. You gotta kill a lot of blazes for a blaze rod. That's the answer to my bit. Run over here. Okay. Look, just come on, guys. They are all colluding to make sure that I do not have access to my most valuable resource in this run. And I'm not sure that I agree with that. So we're gonna run back. Oh, they run towards me. That's even better. Okay, so avoid him. That is 6 blaze rods locked down. Oh wait, is it? I feel like I saw 2 on the ground, but I'm at 5 now. Is that all I got to? Okay, that's fine. And then if we could find one over here, that'd be great too. Okay, so come on, 2 blaze rods, no rods. What a terrible set of luck we have. Well, future Toycat became present Toycat so quickly. You know, there's a valuable learning lesson in here, but I'm not... Come on, give me this last blaze rod. Oh, yeah, this is going terribly for me. So when you've got, like, 1 blaze rod to go, you can make a lot of decent decisions, assuming that the next blaze or 2 will give it to you. You're watching right now. Oh, the way that can backfire for you if you do not plan correctly. Okay, so... Yeah, we are currently... just running around aimlessly. Because what else can we do? Come on, 2 wither skulls! What are the odds? Why? Why are those odds that way? Chat, I'm gonna get a wither before I get enough blazes to kill... to go to the end. What the heck is happening here today? Oh, it's terrible. The way mobs work in this has to be said. Absolutely terrible. Is there another blaze there yet? There's not. Honestly, we should have gone to the spawner. We should have gone to the spawner. Okay, there we go. That's 6 blaze rods. Don't care about the rest of this. Just gonna get out of here. Everything's gonna be chill. Speaking of everything being chill, we're gonna put our bread down now. We're gonna eat bread as our way of healing up. Because we do have a lot of health regen to do. Honestly, that's probably an important part of this too. Like, learning to take less damage is important for this run. Just solely on a time is, you know, like, time is time. Healing is time, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Basis. Because every time we have to heal, we have to eat. Okay. And it's now taking 5 hearts of damage or whatever it is. Or 5 pieces of damage. Oh, actually, close to 5 hearts. Actually leads to worse outcomes. Just because I have to eat so much bread to get there. Which is important to know about. Fingers crossed for Bastion. That thing is brutal. You know, it's not just the structure that's brutal, it's the monsters inside. So next time we need to heal, we'll wait till we get to 8.5, and then we'll eat this. Looks like that's happening sooner than I anticipated, which is just fine. We're going to jump right down to this mess. Oh no! I didn't even have my bed! Oh, Christ. How did that... Was that even a big enough... I guess it was a big enough fall because I was so injured. What? Why did the... See, that's a skill. Learning how to hay bale with 100% accuracy rather than 99%. Really important skill. What a dumb way for it to end. Honestly, that Blaze RNG was killing the run by itself, but it could have been offset by good RNG in the Bastion. But Blaze, RNG, RNGesus. You know, it'll work better for me this time, chat. I do just have to reset the time, the thingamajiggy. Let's hope that works that way. And then let's also make it so we can see both tips and this. Thank you for tips, by the way. That was god-awful, says J4 Streams. That's one sexy t-shirt. I actually, you know, okay, so this is one of the brand new shirts available at ibxtoycat.store. It says that's Future Me's problem. I love the Toycat shirts in purple. This is always the canonical color to me. Do you think there's a problem with this text being readable? Because on the grey shirts, no one has that problem. But on this one, you can see the cute little cat. You can see everything about it. But I wonder, chat, how do you feel about that? Anyway, this is going to be the run. I can sense it. I got a little bit of extra practice. I'm praying this is the run, says Johnny Woodstock. The bucket and the blaze, if we get those things done better, we can be at the bastion in like 21 minutes, 22 minutes, rather than 25. Which makes a big difference. Impossible to read. Great for the win. Yeah, maybe the text could be orange. It's those tiny details where, like, to my mind, this is great. But some people say, oh yeah, actually, this is a problem. And it's one that my brain just does not spot. So, my girl thinks they're cute, says James Weston. Get your girl a problem. Get your girl, actually get your girl a problem. I was going to say, get her a shirt. A great one found at ibxtoycat.store. Wow, that's ibxtoycat.store, you say? Oh, great place to get not just YouTuber merch, but actually decent quality shirts you'd like to wear, such as Big Salmon Energy. Maybe that's an example of the former, not the latter. Anyway, this is the one. Let's do it. Whew. Okay, so learning from our previous mistakes. See, the first part of the run, nice and chill. You've done it the most times. There's no fears to worry about. There's nothing that can really go wrong. There's just a few sticks that we can get. And so let's go and get precisely those sticks. There's another set of sticks we're not getting. And this is a set of sticks that I am getting. It comes in the form of a bed, which is nice. Then we're going to jump right across here. We could even just go for a tree that's, like, right over here if we want to. Let's do it slightly differently, chat. We always have acacia logs. Let's go for oak logs today. Do you like that? Yeah, look, you can mix up every tiny little detail on the speedrun if you want to. Because these are the tiny details that add up to the seconds eventually, so it's worth trying them if nothing else.